Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to have you here today. Today's presentation is titled Unlocking Your Natural Advantage, Avoiding Common Mistakes with Younger Women. We'll explore how experience, maturity, and stability give older men a natural edge, but also what pitfalls to avoid to make the most of that advantage. Over the next few slides, I'll share the most common mistakes men make and how you can steer clear of them. So, let's get started and unlock your true potential in this area. Let's talk about mistake 1, idolizing her. Imagine you meet a younger woman who's radiant, energetic, and magnetic. Suddenly, you freeze. Your mind races with thoughts like, "She's out of my league," or "I can't mess this up." And so, what happens next? You start overcompensating. You might give her special treatment, avoid anything that could be controversial, and stick to safe, polite conversations. Basically, you try to be the perfect gentleman. But here's the paradox. The more you put her on a pedestal, the less interesting you become. Attraction doesn't grow from worship. It grows from equality. It's about standing beside her, not beneath her. So what's the fix? Normalize your interactions. See her as a human being, not a trophy. When you stop treating every moment as high stakes, your confidence naturally rises. Remember, you're not auditioning for her approval. It's a two-way street. You're choosing her just as much as she's choosing you. So let's talk about mistake number 2, mishandling the age question. You know the one I mean when she asks, "So how old are you?" For many older men, that question can trigger instant tension. You might find yourself stuttering, dodging, or suddenly feeling insecure. And in that moment, the confident man she was interested in seems to shrink away. But here's the truth. Your age itself isn't the problem. It's how you react to that question that really matters. If you act like it's a weakness, she's going to see it that way too. So what's the fix? Own your age. Say it with calm confidence. Or even better, use humor. Something like, "I'm actually too old for you, we'd never work," with a playful grin. Whether you choose to be direct or playful, your goal is to show her that your age is an asset, not a liability. When you carry your age with pride and confidence, she'll pick up on that and mirror your perspective. Remember, it's about how you respond, not the number itself, that shapes her perception. Let's talk about mistake 3, leading with money. This is a classic trap that many fall into. You see older men flashing cars, going on luxurious vacations, or hosting expensive dinners, thinking that wealth alone can build attraction. While success does signal stability, if you lead with money, you risk becoming nothing more than a wallet. And here's the key point. The kind of woman who is truly attracted to you isn't after your bank account. They're after what you can actually offer beyond material things. So what's the fix? Focus on connection. Let your success be in the background, not the headline. Instead, concentrate on your personality, your presence, and your ability to genuinely connect with others. Money should be a natural byproduct of who you are, not the bait you use to attract. And remember, leading with money usually attracts the wrong kind of attention. Real attraction is built on shared values and genuine interest, things that money can't buy. So, always keep that in mind as you develop meaningful connections. Now, let's talk about mistake 4, playing the mentor. Many older men fall into the trap of positioning themselves as advisors, helping with careers, offering life guidance, or even teaching younger women. On paper, it might seem like providing value, but in reality, it's a big turnoff. Why? Because it shifts your role into the teacher box, and once she sees you as a mentor, it becomes really hard for her to see you as a romantic partner. The key here is to balance wisdom with playfulness from the very beginning. Light teasing, open flirting, and establishing romantic energy early on are crucial. Don't hide your interest behind guiding or advising. She doesn't need another mentor. What she really needs is to feel your presence as a man, confident and engaging, not as someone who's just there to teach. Let's talk about mistake number 5, trying too hard to look young. You know, forcing youthfulness often backfires. It's about avoiding the trap of outdated slang, overly trendy clothes, or chasing after the latest youth culture just to appear younger. The truth is, that always looks forced and artificial. What younger women really want is a man who embraces his age with confidence. They're attracted to authenticity, not someone pretending to be 25. When you try too hard to appear youthful, it can actually signal insecurity, and that's the opposite of attractive. So instead of regressively clinging to youth, focus on refining your style. Dress with timeless elegance, stay in good shape, and carry yourself with dignity. That's what truly makes a man stand out. Remember, it's not about chasing trends. It's about embodying presence, being confident and authentic. That's what really captures attention and makes you memorable. All right, let's talk about mistake 6, talking too much about achievements. Yes, you've built a career. Yes, you've accomplished things. But here's the thing, if your conversations turn into a resume recital, you risk losing her. Because here's the truth, she doesn't fall for your achievements. She falls for how you make her feel. So what's the fix? Let achievements surface naturally. You don't need to lead with them in every conversation. Instead, focus on creating genuine moments of connection. Listen deeply. Be curious about her experiences, her thoughts. A man who constantly brags about his successes might seem confident, but often it's a sign of insecurity. On the other hand, a man who quietly owns his achievements and doesn't feel the need to shout about them radiates true confidence. That's the energy that draws people in. Remember, it's not just what you've done. It's how you make her feel when you're together that truly matters. Mistake number 7 is neglecting physical presence, and I can't stress enough how this is the silent killer of attraction. Many older men believe that personality and experience are enough, so they overlook their appearance. But here's the truth. Grooming, style, and health really do matter because they reflect how much you respect yourself. A sloppy appearance sends a clear message that you've given up. And no matter how wise or charming you are, that disconnect can kill attraction instantly. So, let's talk about how to fix this. First, grooming. Investing in your personal grooming is essential. A well-maintained appearance signals that you care about yourself and your image. Next, wardrobe. Choose clothes that fit well and reflect a refined, confident style. It doesn't have to be trendy, just appropriate and polished. And then, fitness. Prioritizing your physical health is crucial. Staying active and energetic contributes significantly to your overall presence and charisma. The bottom line is, take care of yourself. You don't need to look 25, but you should aim to look like the best version of yourself. When you respect your body and your image, it shows, and that energy is incredibly magnetic. So remember, your physical presence isn't just about looks. It's a reflection of your self-respect, and that's what truly attracts others. So as we wrap up, I want to emphasize that at the core of all these mistakes is a simple but powerful truth, not fully owning who you are. When you're trying to be someone else or hide behind certain qualities like youth or wealth, it shows, and it can hold you back. Younger women, in particular, aren't looking for a perfect, flawless man. What truly attracts them is confidence, presence, and authenticity. These qualities come from within, from standing in your own grounded strength. When you stop trying to prove yourself or mask your insecurities, you unlock a natural advantage that no one can imitate. By avoiding these 7 mistakes, you're not just changing how women see you, you're transforming how you see yourself. It's about embracing your true self and letting that shine. Because here's the truth, becoming irresistible isn't about trying to be younger, richer, or more impressive. It's about being unapologetically yourself, refined, confident, and fully alive. That's what truly makes you stand out.